Yo, what's going on, people? Julian here, Villa in Noir. I'm in Manchester and I've just finished watching the game. Brentford 1, Villa 0. It's my pretty much instant reaction after the game. Not happy. 1 point from 2 games. No goals in 2 games. No seeming cutting edge in the final third of the park. Watching the game, and as much as the second half we improved in terms of our movement or the ball moving, it still isn't good enough. You know, I feel like I said it last week. You know, any team that we encounter that has a low block, or any team that wants to do a defensive move against us, sit and park the bus, we don't seem to have any answers. You know, our players seem to be on a sloppy move. You know, the ball doesn't seem to be sticking to players' feet. Our big time players don't seem to be engaged as much as they should be. It's the beginning of the season. You just finished. You just started, sorry. You just started. You had pre-season, you had a break, but you're looking like you're tired. I don't understand what's going on. And I know it's game number 2, it's match day number 2, and you don't want to get too crazy in the thing, but this is not what I expect. This is not what I expect. You know, sitting there with my nephews, trying to indoctrinate them to the Villa life. And I feel bad because they're watching the losing team against Brentford. And it's not that Brentford aren't good or aren't decent. It's the fact that, you know, they've had a new manager, they've had more disruption than we have, lost players, but seem to be moving better. Every time they seem to go forward, I was shook. Our defence looks a mess right now. It's as if they don't know what they're doing. So what the heck have you been doing for the last 6-7 weeks? So I want to say there was some pluses, but you know, I don't know if there was many pluses, because as much as the ball moved better in the second half, slightly, there's no clinical nature in front of goal. As soon as we get into the final third, it's like we lose any form of fluidity. It's as if we have no idea what's going on. We don't know how to play through the lines. And you know, I know we're not Arsenal, we're not Chelsea, we're not City, even though City lost today. We're not these people. We're going this way. And we're not these teams. What's going on?
No, keep going.
Is it that one we're getting? Listen, sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. I'm in the city that I don't know. But we're not these teams, but surely there's something about these teams that we should be trying to emulate in terms of how they get past the low block, how they get through the mid block. I was watching Arsenal last week against United, and the ball movement, their movement, you know, they're not just standing still. I was watching in that second half now, and we just play the ball side to side. No one's even trying to break the lines. So all that does with a low block or a mid block is just going to move alongside with it. What? Like, if I'm not even a coach. I'm not a coach. I'm not paid to do this, but I can see there's deficiencies. Ollie Watkins, non-existent. Morgan Rogers, sloppy. Sure. Tielemans looks tired. You know, our right hand side has nothing. You know, when Gisan, I can't remember how to say his name now, but when Gisan came on, it seemed as though he knew what he was doing. Where do we tap? Seems as though he knows as if he knows what he, well, not that he knows what he's doing, but he was at least trying to attack. It's dark, man. He's trying to attack the people, attack the fullbacks. But listen, bruh, we need to do better. Like I said last week, we're not playing any of last year's top 4 until middle of October, end of October. We've got to do something. We've got to win a game before this international break, or else we're in problems. And I know it's like early. I know it's early in the season, but still, bruh, like this is not how we move. We're better than this. And it's like I'm watching him. Like, is there no new ideas? It's as if Unai is like stuck already. And I'm like, we're in game 2. How are you stuck? How are you stuck against these Dunnies, bro? Gotta do better. I'll give a proper rundown when I get back. Maybe tomorrow or Monday. But sure. Listen, we've got to do better. I expect better. So hopefully, we'll do better next week. And next week's game against Crystal Palace, I'm going to be doing a watch along. So make sure you tune in for that. I'll try my best to not lose myself in frustration if it's the same thing. Because Crystal Palace seems to be our bogey team as is. So I don't know what to expect. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you know what it is. I want to hear your comments. What are your thoughts on the game? Am I wrong about anything? We'll go from there. Alright. Peace.